challenge. The last challenge we had was in June, and it was 7 days, 15 to 20 minutes a day, practicing the same wilderness or earth skill of your choosing. Anywhere you are, just finding a way to commit to doing that and making it happen, getting the materials you need for it, and then putting that into action, and to see how your skills grew in just 15 to 20 minutes. And so that was the last challenge, and it's awesome. And so everything about that is the same for this one, with the added piece that I'm going to offer to those of you that want to do it, which is what I call the 7-day Earth Skills Infusion. So the infusion is really simple. I'm basically looking to infuse your skill practice with a deeper purpose and a deeper clarity and focus, so that when you practice, you're going to really be aligned with and know why you're doing it, and to put some energy behind it in terms of being able to really clarify. I'm not explaining it very well right now, so let me try to explain it in a way that I think makes a difference. And that is that, when we go to do things in our everyday life can be really scattering. Like, you can be in the middle of like working on one thing and something else comes up and needs your attention, or there's people that show up and you need to talk to them, and there you have a meeting, and then you got to go to the store and pick up stuff, and then you get home and there's a letter that you have to answer right away, and then you're like, oh, I'm on Facebook for a while, and who knows what's going on in that crazy party, and everything's just busy and it's coming at you. And at the end of the day, when you look at what you've done, and you put your head on your pillow, and if you can get that far and you don't just instantly fall asleep, you can look back on your day and you kind of go like, man, I did a ton of stuff, but did I really do the part that really was the most aligned with what with who I am? And so what happens is that our energy just gets dispersed all day, and we do good things. Like, none of those things are bad. This isn't a good, positive, negative kind of thing, but it's really about how can we get really aligned inside of our heart, and I get our heart, our mind, our body, and everything all running in the same direction. Kind of like a laser, rather than light just bouncing around randomly. But when light gets aligned, it can cut through steel and all that jazz. So the idea is, how do we get those that are our particles in our being, all of the different parts of us, really aligned? And we're not saying forever. We're just saying just for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes during the day, can we, for 7 days, align ourselves with that deeper vision and really center ourselves, and then practice our skills from that place. And so to get there, I've created two meditations, and I'll explain all about them on the in the audio file. And so the idea is that it's just about getting really connected so that you can kind of get back to that place. And so I'm going to be working on not only getting you really relaxed and really into that center place, but then also getting you in a way that will trigger, where you can trigger yourself back to that very quickly. So in other words, you don't have to like relax and spend a half an hour trying to get relaxed. You can just really relax in the space of like 10 seconds. And so I'm going to be basically creating that environment for you. And hopefully you'll enjoy that. If you don't really like the sound of my voice, or you just rather do it on your own, that's totally cool too. So it's just a way to help you maybe get in the groove. The second part of this piece is what I call a mnemonic device. And that is, a mnemonic device is a triggering mechanism that triggers us to remember what we're doing, or triggers us to, just to make sure we don't forget. And so the idea is that we're going to wrap a piece of buckskin around our wrist, or maybe switch our ring from one finger to the other, or wear a certain kind of necklace, or tie a string around your finger, whatever it is. But it's the kind of thing that you're going to change or have on you at all times. And when you see that, it triggers you to go back in your mind's eye, take a deep breath, relax, go back to your center, and just keep that pure intent and that pure focus just in your heart, in your presence, in your consciousness, in whatever you're doing, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on watching TV, whether you're taking a walk, and just letting that infusion of that beautiful part that's inside of you, that's really aligned with who you are and why we're here on this planet at this time, and to just let that infuse into whatever you're doing. So it's going to be kind of a tricky thing in a way. We're going to try to infuse ourselves for the 15, 20 minutes just for doing our skills, but we're also going to trigger that throughout your day to say, okay, can that help you get through the day? Is there a way that bringing that alignment that you get from the meditation or from a walk in the woods or whatever, and can we bring that back into our day, and can that help you? So that's the question I'm going to be putting together for you. And I really believe that, it'll be fascinating to see, just like I didn't have any idea of the results, of the positive results that came out of last time's challenge. And so I'm kind of spinning the wheel again and saying, hey, let's try this. I've seen the results in my campers, in my summer camps, but I want to just say, hey, maybe does it work for you all, wherever you are out in the wilderness or out in the big world? Can that work for you without the structure of Hawk Circle? Like we have this big wilderness around us, and there's staff and all that. So it's a whole different kind of feeling than being like in an apartment in Los Angeles somewhere, or being wherever you happen to be. And can we also then use the community of the Earth Skills Challenge to grow a community around you, so that you have a team of people? Because we had 150 people do this program last time, and 150 people, if every person in there had, say, just 5 years of experience learning and studying and loving nature, well, that's a heck of a lot of hours. That's a lot of years, really, of time. There's a lot of mastery in there. There's a lot of love, and there's a lot of connection. Like, in other words, there are elders in that group that can help you. There are instructors that are in the group that can help you. There are people that are excited who can help you. There are people, like, in other words, we're going to create a big giant camp, summer camp online for each other to have fun. And so I'm excited about it. I don't even know what skill I'm going to do, but I just really want to see what happens and see if it serves you, and see how that deeper alignment, how that adds to the mix. So I hope you'll join me. Pick a skill, 15 to 20 minutes a day, 7 days, and let's see where we can take this. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you'll join us.